Hello, hello, all of my chosen beautiful people. How are you? So, one thing I recommend whenever you're working on your childhood dream, right? Because a lot of us, whenever we become entrepreneurs, we don't start working on our childhood dream until we're much older. Especially if you don't have like the support and your support system and all that good stuff. We don't start working on our childhood dream until we're much older. Okay. And when you start working on your childhood dream, you think about people that were in your childhood. Like, oh, I wonder who is in my childhood that's doing what I'm doing now. There's something similar to what I'm doing. Maybe I can bring them on, especially if you're not a people type person. But what I recommend with doing that we live in a spiritual world, a spiritual world. So when you're working on a dream is worth millions and billions of dollars. It's not like going to work at McDonald's or Wendy's or Domino's or, being a server anywhere, wherever. Like, nobody's gonna wanna, like, you know what I mean? Cut you off for a job that they can get themselves. Like, just like you can go get a job at McDonald's, somebody else can go get a job at McDonald's. Just like you can, go get a job delivering for a pizza place, somebody else can go get a job delivering for a pizza place. But when it comes to skills and talents and things like that, it's much different. It's definitely much different. It's not the same thing because you have to literally, like, I don't want to say fight, but you have to definitely put in the work. I mean, with a job, you just do the interview and then you get the job and then you put in the work. And that determines if you keep the job. When you're working on a dream, on a goal, you have to build your resume. You have to put in the work to get to that point, to get to that extent. So what I recommend you doing is not, and I mean not, okay? Just bringing people into your circle. Do not. Be careful. Be very, very mindful and very, very careful. That doesn't mean that you're not going to run into good people, because who may be good for you may not be good for somebody else. But what I'm telling you is we live in a very spiritual world. If you didn't believe it, because it's coming from me. We live in a very, very spiritual world. Okay? Spirituality is real. You know? I know we learn in our churches and stuff. Like, for me, I'm non-denominational, my family, I grew up mostly Christian, but I consider myself non-denominational for the simple fact I don't look past nobody's religion. I don't put nobody's religion down and say, oh, this is not a religion. No. There's truth to everyone's religion. And I would never take that away. That's just like saying, oh, Christians are real. They believe in their Lord, but Muslims are not real. That's just like Muslims saying, oh, Muslims are real, but Christianity is not real. No, they're all giving thanks and appreciation to the Almighty. At the end of the day, we're all praising the same God. It's a God, okay? Whatever name you give him, he's still a God. Like, and it all has basically the same message. And I believe it's some truth in all of it. Like I said, Jesus, I believe, was the first messenger. I do believe that because once I look at all the stories and stuff, like, I like to read. So, and I don't know much about all the religions, but I know pieces of different stuff. But once I look into everything and I'm like, okay, and I do my hypothesis, I come up with a conclusion and I look at my hypothesis. I say, there's truth to a little bit of all of this. But I do believe that Jesus was the first messenger. He was the first messenger. And that's why it's the most popular story, and that's why it can most relate. That's why it can relate mostly to the world itself. But I also believe in several other religions. Like, one of them I kind of feel like is a good one is like the Muslim religion. Most Indian people or Muslims are in any kind of race, but most India and more African people celebrate this religion, and I believe this religion is very popular because of the sex spirit. That's why a lot of women, well, they make all their women cover up like from head to toe, like they can't show any of their body because it basically takes away the sex spirit. Period. Like you can't even sex their women. You can't sex them at all. Period. There's no way you can look at them in a sexist way. No matter like if they have a thick curvy, no matter if they have a slim physique, no matter if they have a jumbo physique and curvy, you can't sex their women at all because you really you can't see anything through the covering. You get what I'm saying? You can't see anything through the covering. Like some of those religions, they require their women to wear like literally gowns, like where you can't see anything. You know, and I could imagine like for a woman like me, like I would have to wear like an extra, like large one to cover my curves and stuff because like, even if I was like I tried on a Muslim attire before, and even if I was to try on a Muslim attire, right, you can still see my curves. Like I have huge bosoms, okay? They're a double D, but if I go to the shops, they're like a G, okay? Maybe an H, so I have huge bosoms. And then on top of me, I'm very curvy too. I have a very curvy body. So no matter if I lose weight or stay the same size, I have curves. So in that religion, I wouldn't be able to like maybe wear like jeans and things like that. It would be mainly like the big covering that I can wear. Unless I go to a different country, then I would just have to wear my head covering and wear other clothes outside of my home country that mainly, praises that religion and on top of, governs that religion. Like you go to some countries, they don't play about that at all. And I got to find out, there's a couple, I think it's like Pakistani and stuff, like they don't play about that at all. Like they don't play the radio. Like, no, you ain't showing no curves, no nothing. And it's different here in America though, because like we like here, like we like praise our people for being beautiful, like, oh, like I think you look amazing, or oh, you have a sexy figure, or oh, you're this, that, and the other, like I feel like, it's different here in America because like we praise one another for looking good. But at the same time, you got to be careful who you are praising. You know what I mean? There are sex spirits attached to people. Just like right now, somebody says, like, damn girl, you fine, or which I get all the time. That doesn't mean I'm going to go give them my number or lay with them or this, that, and the other. Even when I was younger, no. If those things happen, they happen. But no. So, but it is definitely a sex spirit attached to it. Men like it because that's more product they get to add to their Peter Whacker, especially when you have a whole bunch of insecurity going around. It's just like, hey, it is what it is. Because sex is like a medicine. You know what I mean? It's a drug, just like love. It's a drug. It's a healing mechanism. You get what I'm saying? But I think we should definitely be careful with it because you can definitely your language itself can cause a sexual obsession. But then again, I look at all this stuff and I just say it's a personal problem. It's a personal problem. Like and I'm working on it with myself too. Like there's just certain things I want to work on. Ooh! There's just certain things that I want to work on. For the simple fact that I'm already amazingly awesome. Like I've been like this my whole life, like amazingly awesome. But there's just certain things that I want to work on, as far as my language goes, I feel like I have like a very swaggish language, which I can still use in music and stuff if I decide to make music and decide to show it. But I feel like I have a very swaggish language. Like whenever I'm working and stuff, I talk very professional. I talk regular, normal like this. But if I'm talking to like a friend or a close coworker or a family member or something, the swagger may come out a little bit more than normal. Or even if I'm just chilling, say for instance, I'm at a studio or anywhere with personality. You know, I mean, I always had personality, but I'm more so chill. I'm a chill individual. But my personality comes out when it comes out outside of art sometimes too. Um, but I would just say, you can't help it if you're absolutely amazing. You just can't. And, some people are like, forget it. I don't care. Like, if my swag make you, obsessed with me, it make you obsessed with me. And, that's good to feel that way too, because you can't care. You just have to be amazingly awesome. But at the same time, you want to tame that spirit. You want to do, you really do. You want to tame that spirit. But then again, I just say be amazingly awesome. Like I said, I'm an artista and I like all different types of art. And because I am art, like I really like art. But there's certain fields that I am taming more than others, or I'm just learning to put them in different categories. For instance, like I have a lot of adult entertainment I want to do. But at the same time, it's a certain way I want to do it. So, I'll put it out and get it out and all that good stuff. But life is just about being amazingly awesome and continuing to be awesome and continuing to be amazing. But I just wanted to get on here and make this recording. I'm through with recording for today. I just got news. I heard that a gentleman just lost his life, and I read up on him. He was a self-made musician, and I want to send my condolences to him and his family and his friends. And God bless him. And I don't know his life or his story or anything like that, but it kind of touched me. Because I really like music, and I hate that we have to go through these things. We really need a union. We really, really need a union for the music industry, for the entertainment industry in general. It's not good. It's really not good. It's really not good, And also, don't forget, guys, when you do get all this money on your hands and you become successful in something, do something for your community. Do something for your people. You ain't got to take care of everybody and this, that, and other. Like me, I have nobody to take care of me. I never had nobody taking care of me. But that doesn't mean, like I came from where I come from. I struggled where I struggled. So I will never not do nothing for my struggle. You get what I'm saying? I will never not do nothing for my struggle because I know what it feel like to struggle. So God bless everybody, and may you continue to be awesome and amazing. I'm about to pray. I'm kind of in my activist moment right now, but God is good. You guys stay beautiful. Thanks. Ciao.